Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with—
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your—
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the— Haven't you ever thought about it?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of—
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha— Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion—
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is—
Next time, pay attention during our—
Will do!
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Lux.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, get ready.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you vow—
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe—
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since— Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood.
It's over.
Ah!
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in—
Ah! You pitiful Dendro Archon dog!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you!
Silence!
Oh!
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask—
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went—
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows if we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you with—
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this.
But where should we—
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Parte DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari's... So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my service.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bit...
How much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our luck. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time.
Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Parte's DI just...
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking...
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer you. Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to... You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Parte DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to...
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had... Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of... And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eye. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfect. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his...
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone... My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe...
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia.
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately.
I can do that, but I have a feeling the academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period...
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what... On that note, aren't you also being quite...
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end...
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experience. I think this may be something he needs.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardee's DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we...
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going...
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find. Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
This place'll do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but...
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Parte's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Parte's DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Parte's DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary... I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI now? I'm pretty sure...
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Party's DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch! We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it!